Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Daily D. And as we continue our series on Your Health Can't Wait. So I want you to imagine if you had the opportunity, if I gave you or somebody gave you the opportunity to have your ultimate dream car, the car that you absolutely would do, can't say do anything because that's kind of crazy, but that you would want. Like if you won the lottery today, you would buy this car. If you had the money right now, you'd buy this car. If price was no option, price was no option. Could it be the Lamborghini? Would it be the Bentley, the Bugatti? Would it be the Ferrari, the Jaguar, the BMW, the Mercedes, the Corvette? Whatever it is to you. Think about it. What if somebody gave you the opportunity to have that car? And once you got it, the person who gifted it to you said, the only catch here is that you have to keep this vehicle, this car, for the rest of your life. And this will only be the car that you can drive. You can't trade it in, you can't sell it, and you can't buy another vehicle. You have to use this car for the rest of your life. And since it's your dream machine, right? You wanted this thing, this is the thing you wanted. I mean, it may sound cool at the beginning, right? But imagine a whole lifetime with this one car. So today is March, I think it's 9th, 2021. So imagine if you had this car, it's brand new, it's the year 2021, maybe you could even get a 2022. And my age is 37, I probably have another 30, 40, 50 years in me. So I have to keep this car for 50 more years. So think about that, right? That's a big commitment. So if I knew this, and maybe let's just say I got that gift, and they told me the same thing, I mean, how well would I or would you take care of this thing? Right? How well would you protect it? So for an example, how often would you take it to the car wash? How would you wash the car? Would you wash it by hand or would you take it through one of those driving machine car washes? How often would you change the oil? How often would you change the brakes? How often would you rotate the tires? How often would you take it to the shop for maintenance? How often would you do the things to the vehicle that would make it last forever? The answer pretty simply, if you have to have that car for the rest of your life, is probably as much and as frequent as possible. Right? You might even keep it in the garage more. You might, if you don't have a garage, you might put it under a cover. You might really buff and shine it often. You might want to really take care of this machine, right? You would. I know I would. So think about that and how well you would take care of it. Now imagine if that car was something like your body, your health. You see, you've only been gifted one body. And the way we treat that body is pretty important, wouldn't you say? We have to live with this thing for the rest of our lives. We can't get rid of it, can't disappear. It's not something that we could change. Many people would go through life saying, well, I could get plastic surgery, I could get transplants, I could get medicines. But those are unnatural, right? You wouldn't want to crash your car, right? You wouldn't want to put a new engine in your car. You want the original stuff, right? You wouldn't want the AC to go out. You want to make sure the AC works. You would want to make sure you put the best, let's call it oil in the vehicle, the best gas and fuel in the vehicle. Well, that's similar to your body. So why would you take care of that car so well? Why would you baby it? Why would you hand wash it? Why would you use premium fuel? Why would you service it often? Why would you, take care of it so well, but you won't do that for your body? You see, I found that analogy, when I learned that, I was blown away because it's so true. There's so many things I'd rather do for other people, for other things, for materialistic things than I would do for myself. Why don't I take care of myself the same I would take care of my body? And that's a big statement. So I challenge you today, right? So here's some thoughts. What are you doing today, or what are you doing to your body today? Right? The question is, how do you currently treat your body? What are you doing to your body currently, right now? Are you treating it like a well-oiled machine, like the car you're going to have forever? Are you servicing it? Are you putting good fuel in it? Are you giving it a good bath? Are you using the right chemicals, if you will? Right? That's the question. And then second question here is, why are you treating it that way? Why are you treating your body so good or so bad? Most people, to be honest with you, including myself, maybe I don't treat it as good as I need to. Why? Let's list out some of those reasons. And this is an important exercise because if you really list out these reasons, it helps you a lot. So why are you doing it? Why are you fueling it with the wrong fuels? Right? Why are you not taking care of it? Is it a lack of time, a lack of money, a lack of resources? What are you going to say? And the last question is, without really knowing what's good or bad, because that's a big thing, and we're going to cover that later in this discussion, in our next session. But without even knowing, what could you change right now? What do you know you absolutely need to change about your body, about how you fuel, how you maintain, how you service your body right now? What do you need to change? Because inherently, by the way, we all know. We all know what we need to change. I know I feel it most days. I know what I need to change. I know what I need to get out of my life. I know what to put in more in my life, in my body. So you see, it's the only place we have to live, by the way. Your body is the only place you have to live. Don't think about a house. Don't think about apartments. Don't think about a car. It's the only place you got to live. You got to live here. You got to live within this thing. So what do you need to change right now? Make that decision. Write it down. Write it in your notes, because this is an important topic, your health. That fuel, that machine that you are running every single day. You are a high performance machine. At least that's what, the Lord, God blessed us to have, a high performance machine. We are the most complex animal, if you will, in the ecosystem. We have a brain, we have a heart, we have the lungs, we're the only animal that can run at a long distance pace. We're the only animal or species, if you will, that can move the way we do and do the things we do and think the way we do. You could have been born a tree or a tiger or a cat or a mouse, but you were born a human. So how do you fuel this thing? How do you get it good? So next topics are going to be about what you should fuel your machine with and how you fuel it and what to work on. But I hope you got something out of this. I wish you nothing but health, wealth, success, but most importantly, freedom. Thanks.